Next is this mini block making factory with a registered company name Ajayi and Sons Block Industry, run by Ajayi Akintade, a builder and businessman. He's been in the business for almost 2 decades.
Started the business in 1992 at my village in the local government of Owena and moved to Akure in 1995.
In the agricultural sector due to limited processing and preservation capacity. This results in high food prices and food importation with its attendant effects on the nation's foreign reserves. To enable Nigerians optimize the benefits from the country's vast agricultural products such as cassava, oil palm, rice, tomatoes and others, the Bank of Industry has launched a 5 billion naira cottage agro-processing fund, the CAP Fund. Customers can access the fund to establish plans to process our various agro-produce into food products or intermediate raw materials for industries at a single-digit interest rate of 9% per annum. For more information on the CAP Fund, please visit www.boinigeria.com/capfund. Bank of Industry, developing Nigeria's agro-processing industry through the CAP Fund.
Ajayi Akintade did not want to remain small. He then decided to find out how he can improve his business using the latest technology.
I read building for University of Jos. I graduated in 1991, served in 1992. And you know, block making is part of my job. And I prefer establish a business that's related to my profession. On Google, I discovered that there are some machines that is more sophisticated than the D8 that I'm referring to that I'm using before. And when I watched Channel TV, I think it should be Wednesday on this BOI something that they can give loan to small scale industry. That is why I applied. When I submitted a proposal, they value it, and when they called me, said the message, I was so surprised that without knowing anybody, could this happen? And I went there, I was introduced to one Mr. Okuta, that is the accounting officer in charge of my proposal. The man really drilled me. And thank God, the proposal was approved. And my site was visited more than 5 times. And I just applied, and I thank God. The application was granted. I was asked to submit a proposal, in which I did. And the bottom line is to be honest to BOI. Just tell them actual what you have on grant. Because definitely they will come and inspect before the approval, which they did more than 3 times. I'm using D8 machine before with Lista, but now I'm using QT4-45 concrete molding machine with JD350 concrete mixer and with B generator.
Thanks to the new machines procured by the Bank of Industry and Ajayi Akintade's dedication to his business, his production capacity has not only doubled, he has also been able to employ more labor.
Unlike before, when I'm using D8, I have only 4 staffs. But presently now I have more than 10. That means I created a lot of jobs. I have a secretary now. I have 4 drivers, 4 people that are operators, and I have 1 marketing officer. Unlike before, 9 inches is only 1, while the 6 inches is only 2. That means per day now, on average, I use 15 to 20 bags per day. The business is so good, it needs dedication. Because some people, they will start this business, they will look at it as very lucrative, although it's lucrative, but some people, when they sell like 5,000 blocks, and they'll be thinking that the profit is so high, by the time they started touching the profit, the business will run down. But unlike me, I devoted time into that business. I didn't touch any profit except if I want to buy some little thing, like feeding the family is more important, and also the business is more important. And I thank God, since 1992 up to date, I'm still maintaining my business and the quality.
The process of block molding is very simple. The raw materials commonly used to make concrete blocks is a mixture of powdered cement, water, sand, and gravel. This produces a light gray block with a fine surface texture and a high compressive strength. A typical concrete block weighs about 19 kilograms in general. The concrete mixture used for blocks has a higher percentage of sand and a lower percentage of gravel and water than the concrete mixtures used for general construction purposes. This produces a very dry, stiff mixture that holds its shape when it is removed from the block mold.
This is a sand depot. When the dumping truck, when it brings sand, we drop it here. From this place, we load it into air pans according to the mixing ratio to JD 350 concrete mixer.
Prior to the automation of the block industry, raw materials are mixed manually with less accuracy. But now, the mixer does a more excellent job of finely mixing the gravel, sand, cement and water at a lesser time.
After putting sand, cement, stone dust and water from the tap, the mixer will mix it for at least 2 minutes and the operator will release it from this place. The charge from this exit. After the discharging, the operator will now load to this machine, which is QT4-45 machine. And this machine, it has 3 fabricators, each of 3 tons. 2 lower fabricator and the upper lower fabricator, each of 3 tons, making total 9 tons. Because this machine produces 5 6-inch blocks at a time. Now the operator will operate the uplift button to lift it up. If you lift it up, and the man, the carrier, we call it carrier, the carrier will use manual trolley to wheel the block to the feed for curing. Now we can see now that it's taken into feed for curing. This is 5 number of 6-inch block at a time. This is a curing process where the block will be cured for 4 to 5 days. But during that time, the second day you wet it. We have a wetting pump there, so that's the tap. We will wet it. That's at the second day. The third day we wet it. Like also the 4th day we wet it. But 5th day we can move it out.
Ajayi Akintade is not planning to slow down at all. He wants to still upgrade his business using the latest technology.
After the settlement of this first loan, that I prefer to apply for more, so I'll be able to buy a computerized one. For that computerized one, I'll be able to produce not less than 50 bags per day with high quality.
In the agricultural sector due to limited processing and preservation capacity. This results in high food prices and food importation with its attendant effects on the nation's foreign reserves. To enable Nigerians optimize the benefits from the country's vast agricultural products such as cassava, oil palm, rice, tomatoes and others, the Bank of Industry has launched a 5 billion naira cottage agro-processing fund, the CAP Fund. Customers can access the fund to establish plans to process our various agro-produce into food products or intermediate raw materials for industries at a single-digit interest rate of 9% per annum. For more information on the CAP Fund, please visit www.boinigeria.com/capfund. Bank of Industry, developing Nigeria's agro-processing industry through the CAP Fund.
That's our program this week. Thanks a lot for watching. Do remember, it doesn't matter how small your idea is. If you need help on how the Bank of Industry can support you, log on to boinigeria.com or visit any of the BOI offices closest to you. I am Adeshawa Josh, and I'll see you again.